Hello and welcome to another installment of The Guitar Case. My name is Brett Roselle. A couple weeks ago I posted a video of 1979 by the Smashing Pumpkins, and today I'm going to kind of look under the hood and show you the chords used so that you could put this song together on your own at home. So for starters, you're going to need to tune your instrument down a half step. So you'll take your tuner and you'll take each string down a semitone. So that's E to E flat, A to A flat, D to D flat, so on and so forth. Once you're down a half step, our low E string has now become E flat. And our key signature of this song is going to be E flat major because the whole tune is based around the tonal center of this E major chord shape. Okay, so now let's run through all the chords that are used in the tune, and then I'll show you the progressions. Okay, so let's have a look at some of the chords that we're going to use in this song. Okay, so the whole tune is going to be based around this E major chord shape. All right, and this E major shape is going to be our tonal center, and he's going to play with the suspension between this E major shape and this E major seventh shape. Okay, so those are our first two chords. You're going to need an E major, you're going to need an E major seventh. The next two chords that we're going to use are an A major, and the only difference here is I'm going to cheat just a little bit and free up a couple fingers so that I can walk around and play with some of these melody notes when I'm hovering on A major. The other chord that we'll use in relation to A is the A major seventh chord. Moving on, we'll have two variations of F sharp, okay? We're gonna have a traditional F sharp minor bar chord that we'll use in this tune, as well as an F sharp minor seventh chord, stretching that pinky finger up to that high E on the second string. Okay, only a couple chords left. We're gonna be playing a B major chord on the fifth string. Again, I'm going to cheat just a little bit here and treat it a little bit more like a power chord so that I can keep it free, as this is going to be a passing chord in the song. And then lastly, we are going to use a C sharp minor chord shape anchored on the fifth string, and we'll use that in the interlude. So those are all the chords that we're going to use in 1979, and now I'll show you the actual chord progression. Okay, so the last step, let's put these chords into the actual progression. So for the verse, you're going to start by playing with the suspension between an E major 7 and E major. So you're going to come from your E major 7 to your E major. You're going to resolve onto your A major chord. And again, I'm going to leave my two fingers free here so that I can walk around and play with some melody notes. So it's going to sound like this. You'll walk through that 3 times, and at the end of each little verse vocal stanza, he's going to transition from a F sharp minor 7th chord to a B major chord. And that's going to loop you back to the start of your progression. So if you take it from the F sharp minor chord, it's going to be and back into your verse chord progression. Okay, let's run through your chorus. It's going to be kind of the opposite, where you're going to anchor on the E major chord. You'll notice I'm kind of setting up in anticipation of that E major 7th chord, so I can just simply add and release this pinky finger to accommodate that. So I'm going to come in on a big E, so big E major, I'm going to simply remove that pinky chord to play with that E major 7th a bit, and then transition to an A major 7th chord. You'll transition out of the chorus the same way that you were transitioning out of your verses, with an F sharp minor 7th to your B, back to your verse. Okay, so the last chord progression that you're going to need is the bridge. 3 chords, really easy. You're going to come in on your B major chord. You'll transition up to a C sharp minor, and then you'll come down to an A major. Okay, you're going to do that 3 times, and on the 4th time through, you will use the same segue that you used for your verse and your chorus. We'll come in on the F sharp minor 7th to your B, and that's going to segue you back out and into your verse. Okay, so you're going to come from B, C sharp minor, A. You do that 1 more time or 2 more times, and then segue out. That is a really quick rendition of all the components of this song really quickly. Let me know if this was helpful or if you want these broken down into smaller segments and I can take a little more detail in each component. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for tuning in to The Guitar Case. I'm Brett Roselle.